Next stop on the NNSCRA Mello Yello Racing Series brings us to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but we are here today on the Indy Road Course. Is where we're at here today. As this is the second race on the three-race Indy extravaganza, I guess you could say, possibly, but we're here for 10 laps of racing here today on this 2.4-mile road course around the world-famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And this is actually also the prelude race to the Castrol GTX Cup Series Brickyard 400, which will, of course, be run, well, on the same day as this race, too, as a matter of fact, here on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. So we're looking for some great action here today. 10 laps of distance here today, and here's the starting lineup. On the pole, it's the queen of the road, Jessica Shelton. On the pole, she's alongside number 5, Kev Shearer. Great, best qualifying run he's had in this season, believe it or not. Second row has Charles Sanford, number 24, and number 89, that's Quentin Moore. Third row has Levi McIntyre, number 60, and number 00, Seth Cole. Fourth row has number 77, Stephen Colon, who had a great run last race on the tour at the Lucas Oil Raceway, about 10 miles up the road from this track. He'll be alongside number 3, Cole Deaver in the AC Delco Chevrolet. Fifth row, has Daniel Bouchard in number 74 and number 27, Nathan Ormond in the Castrol GTX Chevrolet. Next row down has number 88, Allison Rain, the 88 Navy Chevrolet. Alongside Allison is number 2, Dylan Young, who won at Lucas Oil Raceway on that Indy short track. He also won a season at California. Next row is Kyle Matthews, number 7, and he'll be alongside number 9, Kat Batson, who finished second to Dylan Young at the last race at the Indy short track. Next row is Joshua Osborne, number 38, and number 8, Rob Evans. Next row, number 93, Laura Chung, and number 98, Dougie Shears. Super Shears, that is. Next row down is Jesse Turner, number 48. He won the Cup race at Pocono this season, the second Pocono race in the Cup Series. He'll be alongside number 62, Zach Winkle. Next row down has number 66, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 87, Paul Minnick. Next row down has number 4, William Brock in the Lance Snack Chevrolet. Alongside of him is Al Lagasse, the number 34, Gould's Pump Chevrolet. Next row down has the second Talladega winner this season, Trent Dunham, the winner of the second stop to Talladega this season. The MB&A Pontiac, he's alongside number 92, Cement Oscon. Next row down has number 72, Lucas Martins, and 32, Derek Edison. Next row, Jacob Thibodeau and 33, and number 26, Carson Gum. Next row down has number 15, Ryan Brommer, and Keith Batson coming from way out back at number 10, Nesquik Ford. Next row down has number 44, Cole Kawabe, and number 63, Connor Breton. Both of them come off of top 20 finishes at the Lucas Oil Raceway in the short track. Next row down, Daniel Getrock in number 1 and number 45, James Sykes. Then it's Jeff Scott in 22 and Igor Barreto in number 36. And starting shotgun is number 37, Muhammad Abdullah, and Dylan Ebrahimian in car number 37. In car number 99, excuse me. So, getting set for racing here today on this 2.4-mile road course, as we mentioned, here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is the first time, and I don't know if Seth has ever run a race here at the Lucas Oil race at the Indy Road Course in this series, or in any of his series or not. Excuse me, pardon me for not talking plainly here today. But this is one of the first times, if not the first time, that the NNSCRA is racing here at the Indy Road Course. This is only a try, and if this track fails, well, don't say we didn't try. So there you have it with that. So here's the command to fire the engines for today's race at the Indy Road Course.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
That should be ladies and gentlemen, because we have a lady on the pole for this race here today. But the command has been given to fire the engines as the pace car leads the field off a pit road for the pace line. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Off the last corner to come, pace car's already ducked off on the pit road. The green flag's let the fly, and the Crown Royal 200 at the Brickyard is on. And Daniel Bouchard way down the apron of the track, and oh my gosh! What happened to Daniel Bouchard? The number 74 Phenilube Chevrolet just turned dead, I think just turned dead right into the wall and ran and crashed into the tire barrier. That is a very inexplicable incident for sure. I swear to goodness, for Daniel Bouchard, when it rains, it pours, it seems like, for him. At any rate, Jessica Shelton comes out as the leader. Then it's Kev Shearer, Stephen Colon running in third position. Then Charles Samper in fourth, and fifth is now Quentin Moore as the pace car. I don't know if the pace car is on the racetrack or not. As they come off the corner here, Shelton rounding through rounding through the infield road course. But here's a chicane it's been added on about a couple of years ago or so for the Indy cars. She'll come down off that corner here and comes around for the last, off the final corner, and she'll lead the first lap of the race, obviously. As the yellow flag flies for the first time here today. But what in the world was going on with Daniel Bouchard? I mean, he started this race in ninth position alongside Nathan Ormond in the Castrol Chevrolet. Bouchard takes the green flag. He is, let's see what happens here. He makes the move to the inside. Looks like he's going to move it way down the inside to pass Stephen Colon. And he just turns dead left, right. Oh, my God. And the pace car hadn't even parked. And Keith Batson just comes up and just adds insult to injury and just tags the back of Bouchard's car. Oh, my God. We're going to have to look at that. Look at that from the far chase view of Bouchard. I mean, that was absolutely massive. Real time. I mean, and since we didn't get to see what had happened in turn number one because of the Bouchard deal, here's what happened. Here's how. Here, I wonder if everybody else got through turn one okay now since we Of course, as always, there the Indy road courses, as you might expect, there was the position changes going on. Here's what happened. There's that Bouchard. I mean, Colon made a really good move right to the inside. So did Oscon, several others here. They went four wide a couple of places for position. Of course, you might imagine turn one can get pretty hairy on the start, though. This almost the first turn of this course reminds me a lot of the Burke Lakefront Airport. As you look at Nathan Ormond in the Castrol GTX number 27, runs in 10th position right now. But the first turn of this course reminds me a lot of the Burke Lakefront Airport. It's so wide on the front stretch, but when you get into turn number one, they had to take it down about maybe at least two wide on this course. And the front stretch here, Indy, is wide enough for maybe three wide racing at best, but sometimes they want to force the issue and go four wide on this course for some reason. And as you might imagine, that can cause a bit of conflict on where they want to, what position they want to get down, what position they want to run, and what have you, and whatnot, or nitwit, whatever. But that's the story of how they do at the Indy Road Course here, as we're about to complete the third lap of this race here. It is Jessica Shelton, your leader. Second position is Kev Shearer. Third is Stephen Colon. Then Charles Samper, fourth position. Fifth is Quentin Moore. Sixth is lead by McIntyre. Seventh is Seth Cole. Green flag back out again. Eighth is Allison Rain. Ninth position. Oh my! What in the world was that? Jacob Thibodeau was sent flying, as we saw in the restart here. I was going to say Commentators was 9th and Nathan Orman's 10th, and Stephen Colon just took the lead from Jessica Shelton in turn number 1. But this time it was Jacob Thibodeau that was sent flying through the air. Caution number 2 flies, and both them in the green flag flies for the start and the restart. Well, let's see what happened to Thibodeau. I don't know if this is the same situation we saw with Bouchard or not, but I swear if it happens anyway, it's gonna happen to me a lot of times in the races I do. Thibodeau got off the wall and oh my god, what did he hit? Okay, VAR chase view again here, real time. Dear God. I mean, that is... There's got to be some glitches or whatever that's causing all this to happen at this track here. Stephen Colon won respect to start-finish line here with Shelton second, but that's we have not had a green flag run just yet, and I honest to God hope we do, because I mean, if this race ends up being full of cautions, this track is not returning next season. Or I may have to do extended track testing, at least for one thing, unless there's no way in the world to run this track. But Stephen Colon's your leader on lap number 5, with Shelton second, then Moore, Shearer, McIntyre, Sanford, Rain, Orman, Matthews, and Seth Cole the top 10. Back for the restart after this. So pace car's about to duck off on the pit road. Cars out of the race here again. Jacob Thibodeau, Dana Bouchard. I can see why with those two. Keith Batson, I can see why with him, because he tagged the back of Bouchard's car when Bouchard died pretty much on the start of the race. And Thibodeau, unfortunately nobody hit Thibodeau when he died on the restart of the race. So let's try this for a third time here at Indianapolis. God, this can't get any worse, I don't think. Green flag out, let's try this again. Oh boy. So far, so good. Everybody's swinging wide. Nobody's hitting into the pit wall. Thank goodness we got through this time. So it is Stephen Colon, your leader. Second position is now Quentin Moore. Shelton's dropped to third now. Coming up on now Allison Rain coming up behind Jess for position as you jump inside Jess's car. The Queen of the Road, as she is known as. Their next turn they come here, trying to find her way around Stephen Colon and Quentin Moore. Leading 6 laps of this race here. We're already down to 4 laps to go already. And much of this race is almost all of this race is run under caution. Stephen Colon trying to hold on for his first victory of the season. I probably should have made this race a little bit longer though than just 10 laps though, but still anyway. Colon comes off the last corner here. Allison Rain gets past Shelton for the position right there. That's third position he just took. Kev Shearer running in 5th position with Seth Cole in 6th. Cologne leading him down as Quentin Moore tries to close up. Dylan Young now moves in on Kyle Matthews for position. That puts Dylan up another spot. And now Matthews got the gain car of Cat Fatson to the inside of him in his turn. As the AC Delco cars battle it out here, Cole Deaver and Dylan Young in position. Dylan Young, the points leader coming in this race, he just took it by 4 points over Levi McIntyre coming into this race after Dylan recorded a big victory at the Lucas Oil Raceway, the track as I mentioned about 10 miles up the road on Indianapolis. You go down 65 and then take the exit and then take the exit to Crawfordsville Road and you're there. Charles Sanford right now running in 9th, Orman in 8th, McIntyre 7th, then Seth Cole, Kev Shearer, Jessica Shelton, Allison Rain, Quentin Moore, and Stephen Cologne, the top, the leader of the race here. But Moore trying to close up on the car of Stephen Cologne as they come off the corner. Start-finish line, they got 2 laps to go in this race already. Quentin Moore, though, is closing up. He is about almost on the back bumper of the Cologne car here to see who outbreaks who going into turn number 1. Margin is 45 hundredths of a second between the front 2 cars. There's the Deaver and Matthews battling it out there. Jesse Turner now moves it wide on Joshua Osborne for position. That is, I believe, 15th and 16th, and Jesse Turner just took 15th, and Jesse says, "Excuse me, Joshua." And Laura Chung says the same thing as she moves inside of the Great Clips 38 car now. Several mover-uppers in this field are obviously too. There, Lucas Martins, who started back in the back. He's up to the 20th position now. And at number 72, Detroit Gasket Chevrolet. As they come off the last corner, the white flag's going to be waving this time by for Stephen Cologne as he comes off the last corner. Moving down the chicane. Quentin Moore, though, trying his darndest to close up on the back of the 77 car of Cologne as you ride with Quentin Moore in car number 89. Off the last corner, you see the white flag. 1 lap remaining here in the Crown Royal at the Brickyard. Oh, and don't tell me the yellow flag just flew again. Yes, it did. So that means the race is going to be over, and that's going to mean Stephen Cologne is going to get his first victory of the season. If that's going to be the case right there, and likely it will be the case here, and I don't know who spun or what. But it might have been the 99 car of Dylan Abrahamian that spun or something like that. We'll check the pace car, see where he turned his lights on at. But 3 caution flags in this race pretty much plagued this whole darn race. Okay, so I hear the pace cars like, oh my god, another wild one. Cole Kawibi this time. And he's supposed to the same accident basically Jacob Thibodeau did. Dear God. I don't care what everybody says. Screw this racetrack. We're not coming back here next year. Season. I don't care. Stephen Cologne is going to get his first victory of the season in his first career victory in the Mello Yello Racing Series. There's a checkered flag. He wins the hooligan race. That is the Crown Royal 200 at the Brickyard. But just taking nothing away from the insanity of this race, though, Stephen Colon really deserved a win for sure in that number $77 General Chevrolet. He's been close a few times in other series he's run, and made the pass when he needed to, and held off a hard charging Quentin Moore. Shame we couldn't get the last lap done under green, but what can you do, right? But Stephen Colon wins this 10-lap Hooligan Fest. Second will go to Quentin Moore. Third place will go to Allison Rain. Jessica Shelton will finish fourth. Fifth will go to Kev Shearer. Sixth place will go to Seth Cole. Levi McIntyre seventh. Eighth will go to Nathan Ormond. Ninth to Charles Sanford. And Rob Evans will finish 10th. So that means Levi McIntyre, by the way, will take the points lead back away from Dylan Young, because Levi finished 7th and Dylan will finish 11th. This race, I say that because Levi was only 4 points behind Dylan coming into that race. Yeah, I'm just going to name it the Mello Yello Wreckfest. I don't care. Average speed 87.326 miles per hour. Stephen Colon gets his first victory of the season and first career victory in this series. Rest of the order for you here: Dylan Young 11th, Cole Deaver 12th, Kyle Matthews 13th, Kat Matson 14th, 15th will go to Jesse Turner, Laura Chung 16th, and Joshua Osborne, Zachary Fitzwater, Dougie Shears, Lucas Martin. It's the top 20. Like I said, I should have made this race longer. I really should have, to be honest. 21st, Cement Oscon. 22nd, Zach Winkle, then Paul Minnick, William Brock, Trent Dunham, Derek Edison, Al Lagacy, Carson Gunn, Daniel Gatrock, and James Sykes, the top 30. Muhammad Abdullah, Jeff Scott, Connor Breton, Ryan Brommer, Igor Barreto, Dylan Abrahamian, the final finishing order. All 36 cars, all 36 cars that finished this race finished on the lead lap. And the 4 cars down the race, Cole Quaby and Jacob Thibodeau took bad wild rides, finished 37th, 38th. Daniel Bouchard, who died on the first lap, ends up finishing 39th. Keith Batson, who tagged Bouchard, gets penalized with a dead last finish. So that will do it here today at Lucas Oil. Where are we, Qualls? At Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I hope to God the Brickyard 400 is not this bad. I really hope not. But this is the stupidest race I pretty much ever put on. I will say that for sure. So, Stephen Colon, congratulations to him. He wins here today. Like I said, I'm not taking this race away from him, obviously, because, I mean, he drove a darn good race, deserved it, was out front at the right time, and well deserved congratulations to him in this race here today. So, but I'm just going to ditch this track, after this season, this Indy road course, if all track testing goes bad and there's no darn way I can do this race, it's going to be ditched. So there you have it with that. So anyway, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe. If you like what you see here, which I hope not this race, then please subscribe anyway to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You'll get everything on the channel. You got in our races, in our offline races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series. And I prefer you watch that series instead of mine, by the way, too. I prefer you watch Seth's Duracell Cup Series instead of mine. Please. He's got the quality series on his channel. He's got the top series, in fact, the Duracell Cup Series. And if you want in on the next season of his series, then please get with him and he'll get you going. And also two other recommendations I wanted you to watch instead of my series would be, and there's two recommendations, and I'll also give you 2 recommendations to watch the series to watch instead of mine. That's Levi McIntyre's Marvel Studios Cup Series on his channel, Thrashman 899, and Dylan Young's Spectrum Mobile Cup Series on his channel, X86753985X, and give those 2 channels a sub for some cool stuff as well too. So that's it. So I'm out of here. I'm going to prepare for the Brickyard 400 for the Casual GTX Cup Series. This is This is James Qualls. So, saying this has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best, or worst in my case. We'll see you for the next race on the Mello Yello Series Tour, the Budweiser, the Lysol 200 at Watkins Glen. I don't think that race is going to be as bad as this. and we'll see you for the Castrol Cup Series Brickyard 400 here in just a couple hours.